All right. Well, hello to anybody that might be watching. And we're getting pretty close to being done doing this jokes from behind the bar. I'll still call them that, but I'm not going to be coming out here in this cold weather doing jokes. Anyway, we got another one for you. And it's about, wait a minute, I had it figured out. It's about a little boy. The little boy did some work for his daddy, and his daddy didn't have any money to give him for allowance. So he says, son, he says, you take this prize duck that won the ribbon at the fair last year. He says, you take that duck into town and see if you can get any money for it, and whatever you get, you can keep. So the boy says, great. And he tucks it under his arm, he heads for town. Well, on the edge of town, he passes by a whorehouse. And this lady is out on the front porch, and she says, oh, hey, little boy, what do you got there? He says, I got a prize duck. She says, well, come on in here and see if we can do some business. So he goes in there, and sure enough, she makes him a swap, and he just goes at her like crazy, and he gives her the duck, and he just leaves with a smile on his face. And she stops him, and she says, son, she says, I had a really good time too. She said, if you want to stop back by on your way home, I'll give you your duck back. We can do that again. He says, great deal, lady. So he goes into town, roams around for a while. On his way home, he stops, and he has a good time with the lady again, and she gives him his duck back, and he tucks that duck up under his arm. He's headed home with a big old smile on his face, and he's crossing the street, and here comes this big old truck, and he just has to run, get out of the way, dive out of the way to keep from being killed. Well, the truck didn't hit him, but it just squashed that duck. Just squashed that poor duck to nothing, just mush. And the guy stopped his truck. He says, man, he says, kid, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kill your duck. He said, here's $20. So the kid takes the $20. He says, great, I'm on my way home. And he gets home, and his dad says, well, son, he says, how'd you do today with the duck? He says, Dad, you won't believe it. I got a fuck for a duck for a fuck, and $20 for a fucked up duck. Have a nice day.